if you still got time, bro, let me know if you don't. But team of the season, I mean, we'll both do our separate teams.
Okay.
Uh, let's start in goal. For me, even though he's come under criticism, I still think throughout the whole season, Vicario does deserve it. He's played well, really started a lot of the start of the season, and there's not many other goalkeepers that have been that consistent. I could make a case for Alphonse Areola as well, but he's
Yeah.
also had injuries as well. So I'm not going to be shameless, but um, I think he did. I think Vicario still deserves it.
I'm going.
What
I
about you?
mean, I hate to be biased, but I'm going to go with Raya.
Have you changed your mind on Raya?
100%.
Better Ramsdale?
Yes.
Both are. But joy is always thought David Raya was good enough, but
I've, I've,
when he
I feel
started,
like,
he looked too nervous. He looked way too nervous. But now if he just stops doing that bullshit he did against Tottenham, he'll be fine.
yeah, I feel like the more that the season went on, and the more that I watched Raya in goal, I noticed that there's weaknesses in Ramsdale's game that Raya doesn't have.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's a better cross collector as well.
Exactly. But to an extent, I think he's a better distributor of the ball as well.
Yeah, no, I think he's definitely better distributor. Definitely, Ramsdale's very erratic. Just saw the fixtures you put up. Forget what I said. Burnley are gone. Forest have a better chance. I agree. If Forest beat Sheffield, then it's done this weekend. And yeah, as George said, hit the like button. I agree, guys. Hit the
Yeah,
like
hit the like button, guys.
Make sure to subscribe if you're new as well. So I'm gonna go 4-3-3.
Right.
Uh, back four. I originally would have said for a lot of the season Pedro Porro, but I'm gonna change it to Ben White. I think Ben White's been the most consistent right
The
back.
Love Island Maldini.
Fucking hell. Um, I'm gonna go with Ben White right back. What about
Yeah,
you?
same here. Same here. Ben White's been fantastic this season. Yes, he had that little bit of trouble with Southgate in England, but he's been a fantastic player for us this season. And I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be in the team of the season.
I'll let you go first with this. Who's your centre backs? Two centre backs.
I think one of them has to be Saliba.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm gonna go with Saliba, and I wanted to go with Van Dijk so badly, but I've seen over the past few games he's made some slips. But I have to say, as an Arsenal fan, and we all know how much Arsenal fans hate Tottenham, I'm probably going to go with Van der Ven here.
Oh, fair enough. Fair
I feel
enough.
like I feel like Van der Ven's been quite solid for Tottenham. I had no idea who he was when he came in. I had no idea what type of player he was, but he's been fantastic this season.
Do you know what? I was Van der Ven and Romero make my honourable mentions, and Saliba makes my honourable mention. I've gone with Gabriel and Van Dijk. The reason why I've gone Gabriel and Van Dijk, I think Gabriel's been better than Saliba this season.
Yeah,
I think Saliba's actually probably the closest to world class in terms
I think
of
that's
Arsenal players.
I think that's the best. I think that's the best thing about Arsenal's centre back pairing with Saliba and
Yeah,
Gabriel. Um, the fact that if you look at last season, where we were last season in terms of when Saliba got injured against Sporting, we had Rob Holding come in, and there was no
yeah.
sort of cohesion between the two. When Saliba and Gabriel play alongside each other, they're both on it from minute 1 to minute 90.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I think that's what made Arsenal continue to be title contenders this season is the fact that the overall defense as a package has been fucking fantastic, and that's the main problem with trying to beat Arsenal this season is that unless you really are fantastic on the counter, you've got fast players, close dribblers, you're not going to get past that defense. You're not
I
going
mean,
to.
what is it they say? Goals win games, defenses win titles.
Yep. That's why City won the treble last season, by the way. That's why City won the treble. That's why, and the back four of Ake, Diaz, Stones, and Akanji was the main force of them winning the treble. Is because Stones was good in defence and in midfield. Bernardo Silva and Grealish were recycling from the right and the left. That's why they controlled the ball and they were tight in defense. And Edison in goal was fantastic back in the treble season. The reason why I got with Van Dijk is because this is team of the season. I got with a whole season. Van Dijk still deserves it despite his form. If this was form, then Van Dijk wouldn't be there. That's why I haven't got Van de Ven there, because Van de Ven has had an injury, and that's not his fault. To be fair, Romero, apart from that Chelsea game, has been great pretty much all season, and I think he deserves a shout at least. But other than that, I think Van Dijk and Gabriel, the most consistent centre backs. Gabriel hasn't made that many mistakes. I think Saliba's got the best out of Gabriel. I think Gabriel gets the best out of Saliba. It works perfectly. Who's your left back, bro?
Despite his injury, I'm gonna go with Udogie.
Fair enough.
I feel like Udogie's been class this season.
He has. He's him and Porro are pretty much the main guys of that team. With the way they build up and stuff. Enjoyed the show as always. Are you doing a watch along for Thursday or Friday's games? I might do a watch along for Luton Everton if I haven't got anything else to do. But I'm not doing a watch along for Thursday because I want to watch the darts and Chelsea Tottenham at the same time, and I want to enjoy the darts because the past few Thursdays West Ham.
Big up Luke. Big up Luke the Nuke.
Because the past few games that West Ham have been playing Europa League, I haven't got to enjoy the darts. I got to enjoy the darts last week, so I want to watch that as well. But I might have Champions League watch-alongs. I'll let you guys know tonight on the community page. Keep an eye on the community page. No worries. Okay. My left back is... I'm generally not being biased. I'm going Emerson. Emerson's been amazing all season. I think apart from like maybe 2 games, I think Emerson, even in terms of overall performances, has been better than the doggy. I think he's had less bad games. I think a doggy deserves team of the season. Don't get me wrong. Like if people want to put him there, that's fine. But I'm gonna go Emerson. I think Aragona is probably hammer of the year, but Emerson will get a close second. 3 in midfield. Give me your first midfielder.
Rice.
I think that's unanimous. I think.
Need I say more?
Yeah, we've both got Declan Rice. Completely forgot about the Champions League semi-finals. I think most people have. All the English teams got fucked off. My midfielder, my second midfielder, Rodri. Need I say anymore? Rodri and Rice.
Yeah, I mean Rodri, he's a shoo-in.
Yeah, I think Rodri. We'll come into that after. I'm not going to ask that yet. Third midfielder. I mean, you have Rodri as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Third midfielder. I've gone a bit rogue, but I think he deserves it. Douglas Luiz. I think Douglas Luiz, in terms of consistent performances, there's not been that many people that have performed as consistent as Douglas Luiz this season. A lot of people look at Boubacar Kamara for Aston Villa. A lot of people look at John McGinn. But Douglas Luiz, in terms of balance, in terms of big games, in terms of the reason why they've had such a good home record, he's been one of the main reasons.
You know what you're getting with Douglas Luiz. You know what you're getting.
Yeah. And I've genuinely always rated him even under Gerrard and Dean Smith. And I thought, this guy's all right, but people thought he was quite average. I thought, sure, I think this guy could be better than average.
I mean, we were linked with him.
Yep, you were. I don't know whether he would have been good enough for a title, but he would have been a good squad player at least. But I think you guys needed a starter then. This one you didn't buy Rice. And I don't think he would have been good enough then, but maybe if you got him now and it was like, okay, Partey's going and we get an actual defensive midfielder and Douglas Luiz, then maybe move Rice a bit further forward, which I think he should be playing as a number 8. I've said this for time. But maybe that could work. But Douglas Luiz is my third midfielder. What about you?
I've had a couple of names in mind, but I'm gonna go with my captain, Martin Odegaard.
Definitely an honourable shout out for myself. How good has Odegaard been this season?
He's been consistent. He's been brilliant this season. You see it in every game. He plays for the badge. He's been one of the main points, even though we've had Rice come in. He's still been a standout player. Yes, he hasn't scored as much as he did last season, but he's involved. And I don't think there's any other person I'd rather have wearing the armband for Arsenal.
Do you think he's got an upper level from last season?
100%. Because he knows what it takes now.
Because I think when I watched him last season, I was like, you're playing really well, but you could go up another level. I was watching him in certain games, I'm like, you could do more. And he's done more this season. The reason why is since Arsenal come back from the Dubai trip, the Dubai Arsenal we're seeing now, Odegaard has been one of the main guys since that
We need
whole
to do that
departure.
every year.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to. I think you're going to now. I'm pretty sure Ben White is going to beg to go to Dubai, bro. He wants to actually naturally be orange. Front three. Right wing. Who's your right winger?
Saka. No, actually, wait. Because there has been a few performances where Saka's been quite poor, and he has been known to limp after 60 minutes.
In terms of team of the season, I don't think he makes team of the season for me.
No, I don't. No, I don't see that.
What's a Gerard Bowen? Gerard Bowen was good this season. Gerard Bowen's been good this season, but I also wouldn't put him in team of the season. He's been fantastic in terms of goals, but in terms of the only thing that keeps Gerard Bowen out is the same reason why I keep Van der Ven out: injuries. That's it.
Yeah.
But
who would you go with at right wing then?
Cole Palmer.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Cole Palmer's been consistent. Don't get me wrong, our Chelsea fans a little bit cringe for calling him Cole Palmer. It was funny at first, but now it's a bit cringe, yes. But Cole Palmer, in terms of consistency, in terms of one-man team, he can easily do it all by himself, as a man once said. But Cole Palmer, one-man team. That is the definition of Chelsea right now under Pochettino. Pochettino has made Chelsea a Cole Palmer FC, and he's dragged Chelsea. And when Tim Sherwood asked him, "You deserve better players around you," this guy was like, "What? How come you're asking me that?" But he generally
It's not wrong.
Every big game. Every big game. I don't think he would have made a difference against Arsenal because it was 5-0. But Palmer has been sensational. He can play on the right,
100%.
play in the middle. Yeah, people could say Man City probably regret letting him go. Don't get me wrong, he probably could have played a part this season, but Man City are Man City. They've got robots in their academy. They'll be fine. But with Cole Palmer, if Chelsea are going to keep performing like this, he'll be gone soon.
Yeah,
big teams will come in for him. Striker, who's your striker?
Watkins.
Same.
Do we need to say any more?
Well, explain what do you like about Ollie Watkins?
I just like the way he plays. Is just, I mean, watching the Villa game where they beat us, like 2 minutes after they scored the first goal, Watkins is in. The way he's able to beat the offside trap consistently, always getting into the right areas in the box, always managing to put the ball beyond the reach of the keeper.
Yeah,
and he's done that week in, week out.
And the great thing about him, and I'm actually a big critic. I've been a big critic in the past of Ollie Watkins, but what I will say is this manager has got the absolute best out of him. And something key that I think Ollie Watkins said in the interview once is he told me to stop just running a lot. He told me to make certain runs, running behind certain times, and he is consistent. He's been so consistent this season. With Ollie Watkins, the way he runs the channels, he's given every centre-back problems. He's given every centre-back problems at least once this season. The guy is on, 20 goals now. I want to give an honourable shout-outs to Isak.
Yeah.
He's played well. Injuries, though, I wouldn't put him in. If he didn't have injuries, he probably would have been in mine. Dominic Solanke is up there as well. Solanke has been amazing this season. I'm trying to go through the league. Who else has been in? Joe's funny, actually. Richarlison would have been an honourable shout-out if he didn't get injured. He would have been. He was on form. I don't rate him as a player, but he's been credit where it's due. In terms of other players in the league, there's not been many strikers that have actually performed well, but the strikers that have performed well have hit 20 goals a season and compete with Haaland.
They've gone above and beyond.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Mateus Cunha. He's going to go under the radar, but Mateus Cunha for Wolves.
Yeah, Cunha's been good.
Yeah, Cunha has been key. They've missed him whenever he's not been there. Been key to the success of Gary O'Neill. Him, Hwang and Neto. Wolves have got so unlucky with injuries this season. The game that they recently played against Luton, him and Hwang have played that was the first time they played together since December. That's how long it's been since they played together. And Neto's still injured. Neto's a great player as well. Fulham, Purple Patch guys, Mateta and Muniz from Palace and Fulham, respectively.
Yeah.
Listen, Kai Havertz has played his part as well. I'll give him an honourable mention as well because of form. But
I don't think you can put him in the team of the season as a striker because, like we've said, he's not an out-and-out number 9.
No, yeah, exactly. A lot of strikers would have been in contention if it wasn't for injuries as well. It's like someone that would have, if he had a good full season, Taiwo Awoniyi from Forest.
Yeah,
He started so well and it's been injured since. Even Chris Wood is putting up numbers. Chris Wood should have scored about a hat trick on the weekend, and that is pretty much all the strikers. Left wing, I'm gonna go Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon for Newcastle, especially at home games. His away form isn't
mm,
as great, but in terms of left wingers, there haven't been that many left wingers that have touched the levels of Anthony Gordon. This guy has pretty
no,
much scored against every big side
yeah,
in the side. He's been very effective. He gives people problems. He's given people problems the whole season. It was a signing that I actually doubted, but Eddie Howe again has got the best out of the player that he's had.
100%.
So Anthony Gordon for me, been class. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going with Gordon as well.
We've got the same front three,
Yeah,
so says a lot. Joe, we've got similar players, pretty much. Apart from centre back, left back, and one midfielder, we pretty much got the same team.
yeah,
And goalkeeper, I guess. But so half our team is pretty much